I get the feeling we're gonna have to question those two again, but we've got some evidence.
Yes, these two facts do tell us something. It's more than that the person who had found the corpse stole something. There's one more important fact involved with this case, and that is... Yes, only one of the victim's earrings was at the scene. Either it came off somewhere, or she was only wearing one all along. Where could the other earring have gone?
It doesn't make much sense for her to only wear one earring. You know what? Let me try something. Nope. Any new testimony on the recorder? Nope. So there's gotta be some evidence card that I can use here. Nope. Oh, this is so crappy. I'm not seeing this. So where are all my new evidence cards? Like, that's new. I'm not seeing the... Yeah, I'm just not seeing it.
Hmm. 23 years old. She must never have imagined that she would die so young. I don't sympathize with you, but I'll do my best, for your sake.
Okay. Apparently not. I think I'm just gonna see if little guy will look at it. Is that it? Yep.
Dr. Kimishima, we've identified the vehicle from the accident.
Good. That's rather quick. For you guys.
Hey, come on. We're a national government agency. We'll have the recording from the driver's interview later. He pretty much admits to what we suspected had happened. So, case closed?
I doubt that.
Easy there. It's too early to relax yet.
What do you mean? I mean the culprits.
Do you think that just catching the truck driver will solve this case?
Doesn't it?
A 23-year-old woman was walking alone in the mountains 8 kilometers from home. You think she was just walking the dog?
Okay, that does sound odd. So the investigation's not over yet.
Indeed. Go look into the parents' hospital records. From the size of those bruises, they would have needed to be treated at a hospital.
Got it. What will you be doing, Dr. Kimishima?
I'm going to investigate the victim's house. Keep the parents in custody until I'm done.
Right. I'll tell the ones in charge right now.
Okay, let's have a look-see here.
These pieces of glass seem to have come from a mirror. Let's see. Ah, the mirror on the dresser's been broken. I wonder what happened to it.
Okay.
It's an ordinary package of breath mints. You can get them anywhere. Still. Just as I thought. These aren't mints in here. These markings seem to indicate that this medication was produced for a pharmacy. I might be able to ask the little guy to find out just what it is.
Okay, what else is going on here? Here. Alright, check that. Okay, what am I missing? I'm missing something.
It's a dresser, but the mirror's showing. What happened to it?
Wait a minute.
It's a dresser. What? Broken glass? It's what happened?
I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for here. Is there still more evidence here? Okay, so there is.
A reaction to the luminol. It seems there's something here that isn't part of the broken mirror. This. It's the same earring that the man who had found the body had stolen. But what would this be doing here? Indeed. All the shattered glass was neatly placed in one area. That means that someone had cleaned up the glass shards. They must have swept up the earring along with the glass. If that's the case, was the earring with the glass pieces when the mirror was broken? In any case, since it reacted with the spray, there must be blood on this earring. I'll need to have the little guy analyze it and see if it tells us anything.
Cool. That was a little bit pixel hunty for me. Sorry that took so long, but I don't really think there was much I could do about it. That was pretty well hidden.
Kimishima, we've received the interview with the truck driver from the accident.
Huh, alright. How did he seem?
It's easy to sympathize with him. Sounds like a case of wrong time, wrong place.
I see. Alright, I'll check the recorder.
Please do. I'll transfer it over to you.
I need to pay careful attention to his account of what happened before and after the accident. What Veronica was doing prior to being hit, and what the driver did afterwards. That's what I should be sure to listen for.
Cool.
What do you want? I didn't do anything. I don't know. A woman. That woman. It's not my fault. I was supposed to drive. I was
Okay.
supposed to drive a shipment to a nearby town. Damn it, they forced me to do it. Damn it,
Huh?
why the hell would someone be sleeping in the middle of a mountain road at midnight anyway?
What? I didn't want to back out.
It's not my fault. I turned a corner and she was lying on the bridge.
She was sleeping on the bridge? This seems a little odd. If this man was telling the truth, then the victim had already collapsed there from the start. It doesn't seem like he was lying, but what in the world does this mean?
Now, what about after the accident?
I slammed on the brakes, but I wasn't fast enough, and I ran all over. I got out of the truck to see, and she wasn't breathing. I panicked, and I threw her off the bridge.
He threw the victim's body over the bridge. This means that the victim wasn't knocked off the bridge by being struck by a vehicle.
That's a pretty serious crime, is trying to hide evidence like that.
Yes, both these facts relate to the victim. If I were to sum up the driver's account prior to the accident, the victim was...
She was sleeping.
right. The victim had already been collapsed on the road. And after he ran her over, the driver...
Should have called the police, but
Yes. He
Hardly
threw the
anybody
victim
would
over
do
the
that.
bridge. Little guy, what's the FBI's opinion about this?
He's already admitted to killing her. Why would he lie about that?
Indeed. His account coincides with the evidence I had found as well.
What evidence?
Well, if she had been standing when she was hit by the truck, the fractures to her bones would have indicated a strong impact from one certain direction. In this case, nothing of that sort was observed.
I see. What about the shattered skull, then?
The skull fractures are consistent with a strong impact to the top of the head. It would be unnatural for it to have been due to a car accident. Considering what happened to the victim, it can be deduced that something else caused that fracture. That is...
being thrown off the bridge.
yes. If she was unconscious when she fell from the bridge, the fracture due to an impact to the top of the skull is
Because of
understandable.
how she landed.
I see. You're right, that does make more sense.
Yes. However, that raises questions about the victim herself. Why in the world was this woman so far from home? And why would she be lying in the middle of a bridge in the mountains at that time of night?
That's a valid point. I guess there's still some mysteries left unsolved here.
Indeed. We'll have to continue investigating in more detail.
Hello?
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, we were able to look into the parents' injuries.
Good job. What did you find?
Yes, there were records that the parents had been going to a hospital, like you said. Let's see, it looks like they'd started being frequent visitors to the hospital 2 months ago.
How many times is frequent?
Oh, we didn't check every detail, but it was several times, ending about a month ago. The hospital staff seemed worried, since many of the injuries seemed to be signs of abuse.
Did they tell the doctors who had been physically assaulting them?
No, they didn't. However, some of their injuries were quite severe. The mother seemed to have suffered some visual impediments due to...
That would explain why she'd been...
I see. Further investigation is required to determine who had been abusing them.